What's going on, guys? Mitch here. Today we are checking out the Sram Force cassette. This guy is a 10/28 tooth. And what I will do is show you, here's the barcode on the side, if there's any interest there in checking that out. In terms of on the box, nothing too crazy. There's the model right there. So the XG1270. So let's crack this guy open and see what's inside and talk about it and compare it with some of the other offerings. So nothing crazy, manual on how to care for it, I imagine. Sweet piece of cardboard. And then on the inside we have the physical cassette itself. Well packaged, which is always good, as these guys tend to take a lot of abuse, and they're very delicate actually. So there we have it. That is the Sram XG1270 cassette here. So a couple things that have changed. You know, I have this exact cassette on my Athos right now, but as you'll see, there has been a ring color change, I guess. So they've gone to this chrome colorway, and then back down into that black color, which is traditionally what the entire cassette has been looked like. It's just been black. So in terms of the coloring, like I said, so that's obviously black on the bottom, and then it goes into the color, I believe they call it like a nickel chrome or something. Looks really, really good. In terms of the build on the cassette, as we can kind of look up towards the top here, I believe, don't quote me on this, but I believe the first 4 gears are one piece, and then following that, the rest of this is kind of pinned together into individual gears, and then obviously that big, tall top gear is pinned together as well. I also dig on this cassette here, you can kind of see each individual ring is labeled with the tooth count. Not necessarily required, but you know, if you don't have the Sram Axis app where it can actually track your usage in every single gear based on how much time you spend in it, it is nice to be able to see, okay, I like a 17 tooth or a 19 tooth, whatever, based on my usage. I went from a 1033 to a 1028 cassette simply to beef up the mid-range. I wanted closer gearing myself, and that's what helped me get there. So if you don't have that app, I highly suggest getting it. Otherwise, you can actually see on the cassette itself here what gear you're in. On the back of the cassette itself, we have that 10/28 12-speed XDR driver only, XDR being SRAM's proprietary driver body compared to Shimano's 11-speed HG. I believe it's open source at this point, so you know just about every cassette, or sorry, every hub manufacturer on the market should have an XDR driver option. Or if you're using this on a Wahoo trainer, you obviously can't mount this directly onto a standard Wahoo driver body like that is the Shimano. So make sure you keep that into consideration. You got to order that extra free hub body. Not a big deal. I've done the install myself. It takes all of 10 seconds. As well, we have the Force logo up top here, which looks really sharp. And then some serial numbers and whatnot. But basically, you're just kind of seeing that it is pinned together on the back here in these little rivets. And then the internal of the cassette is actually all hollowed out on the inside of the rings. So pretty cool to see this kind of detail in a cassette that's second tier, which is pretty cool. Now if we flip this guy over here and we actually look, we can see that gears 1 through 4, we do have that little spot between the gears. That's to kind of quiet this guy down. That's the plastic shell. And then between the rest of the gears we have nothing. So one knock on this cassette, no pun intended, is that it is a little bit loud. And that has been my experience as well. So it is a bit louder, but to be honest, a good pair of headphones kind of fix that problem. For me anyway. Obviously ride safely, but I have not had any issues with the noise, but some people do, so just keep that in the back of your mind, as the SRAM Red cassette is in fact just a little bit quieter, being that it is one piece. So that is kind of it, guys. That is the Sram XG1270 10/28 tooth. They do offer it in a bunch of different variations based on sizes and what you require. I believe they have a size down and size up. So whatever you guys want to get that works for you, definitely go with it. Otherwise, if you have any questions, leave them below. I got this guy on Bike In, so there will be an affiliate link below. They've always been great, save a lot of money, and for example, this guy is, I believe, half the price of a SRAM Red, so good value there. I've always liked the second tier down from SRAM Red, and they are in stock. So that's it, guys. We will chat with you later. Talk soon.